Y'all, life really been life and trying me. And if I don't do this video right now, push it out, edit it up, I ain't gonna never do it because perfectionism is a motherfucker and it be killing me. So I'm about to give y'all this life update. I hate I'm talking slow. I'm probably gonna cut this all out and do it all over because I know I usually talk fast, but I'm just wondering if being back on camera. I ain't did a YouTube video in over a year, like a year or some change. But like I've been thinking about this every day, dreaming like, oh, I want to be on YouTube. I want to be a content creator. I want to be an influencer. Every day, dreaming about it, and don't never do it. And the type of content I want to share is not out there yet, or it ain't got that lead touch on it. So I just want to share all the time, but I always got excuses. So here's to no excuses, and here's to getting it out. And this first video kind of raw and uncut. And it's something I've been wanting to talk about for a minute because if you know me, then you know, like, I've been off the scene, like, ducked off. Some people might say hi now. Like, I just literally barely even post on social media. I'm ghosted all my friends, don't talk to them. Like, isolated myself from everybody. And then people look up and like, dang, you went to Notre Dame and now you get fist. Like, so, yeah. I had a whole bunch of major changes in my life. And before I even came to fist, like, I took a semester out of school. So everybody probably like wondering like what happened with that, and it's all type of stuff. And there ain't no other way to tell y'all that from this video because I've been thinking about it for a minute. I'm like, I want to be it is all time perfect. Like, you want to be a content creator, and this real, raw, authentic, transparent content is what the people need. So let's get into it. I took notes on my iPad, and y'all, my roommate not here, and I didn't even tell her I'm recording this video, so she might walk in. If she walk in, we might have to pause, start up later, or whatever. But she probably gonna be out for a minute. I don't know where she at, but she be going out. So we might got some time. I talk fast too, so we make it quick. But if I get emotional, bear with me. I'm still gonna push through this because this is a lot, and this is a story I ain't really told nobody. Like, even the people close to me, my mom and them, don't know like how I really, really, truly feel about the situation. So yeah, y'all the first. I hate that glare on my glasses. I'm gonna thug it out though. So y'all, as you can tell by the title, we're talking about overcoming shame and sharing my truth. So welcome back to my channel because it's been a while. And basically, I just told y'all why I'm doing this video, but like I've been hiding, and for the way I want to show up in this world, using my platform, I found that urge to be real transparent, even if it wasn't pretty or, you know, edited perfect like the girls on Instagram or whatever. So here goes. I'm up here. I hate when people read off the paper and I'm over here looking at my notes. I did this a couple days ago, or like, yeah, a couple days ago. But basically, y'all, I've been battling with my mental health for like the last year, and I've been doing it in silence because I'm one of them people like, don't ask for help. You strong, you gotta do it yourself. And that shit been kicking my ass. Like, if you one of them people, you already know, or you gonna learn quickly, like, that ain't working, like, at all. And them silent battles be taking people out the game. And like, I'm real hopeful about my future, and like, and I gotta overcome this. So that's why I'm taking this step to be transparent about it, because like, mental health is real. My uncle, it's suicide awareness month too. And like in 2011, my uncle committed suicide from battles he was silently battling. And so for that reason, I'm like, I know like the impact it can have on somebody and why you need to speak out. Mental illness run in my family anyway, but the way like it's been dealt with, this ain't about the right. So that's one of them generational curses that I want to break. And yeah, so like, why I've been going through this, like, I'm gonna start all the way back, like for when I first seen the signs. Like, we're looking back now, I'm like, damn, you might have been messing with like having mental health complications, issues back then, but just like the way we handled it, like, wasn't it that way, or could have been handled better. So when I was applying to colleges and I went to Harvard summer school, like after that summer, I was hell-bent on going. Like, that was my dream school. I had romanticized it in my head, like I'm gonna be a Harvard student. Like, from the hood to Harvard, like, it just sounded so good. And like, I really fell in love with the idea, and I ain't really give nobody else no options. Like, so first when I applied, I got deferred, so I had to wait into the spring to figure out how they was feeling, and I had like did 2 interviews. So like I was thinking, like I was fighting with everything, sending all this stuff in, like really hell-bent on going there. And then they waitlisted me, and for somebody in my whole life, like my self-worth has been tied into academia and like academic success, because people always like, the first thing everybody say about Leela is Leela smart. Like my family, like, oh, that's my smart kid. Like I've been gassed up for that. Like I grew up fat and black. Like ain't nobody saying, oh, Leela, you so pretty. Nothing. Like I'm against all American beauty standards or European beauty standards or whatever. But like one thing that people praise me on is my intelligence. So my whole life, like I think that just like structured the way I look at myself. Like I'm valuable because I'm smart. Like this is what I have to offer to the world. And like still to this day, like I gotta realize, like, no, your mere existence is, you feel me, like you the shit regardless. That smart shit is an extra, but like that's taking like some unlearning and all that type of stuff. So we're having to restructure my brain and stuff like that. So after that Harvard experience, like I really low-key felt incapable, like, or not even incapable, like, or down, like I wasn't good enough because I didn't get in. Like even though they show interest, even though it's like, let me see, how can I put this? Like, you know, that dude you like, or that girl, that person you love, that one person you just want to be with, you done romanticize, you done visualized already, you done fell in love with the potential, and then they friends on you. Like they're like, let's maintain relationship with your nonprofit, let's waitlist you. Like, but no, I wanted to get married. You didn't put a ring on it, like, just. So yeah, so after that, like I had this low-key feeling like inferior type stuff, and I really didn't speak on it because I can't open up to nobody. Like it was like so humiliating to me. Like, damn, all you been talking about all years is damn Harvard, bitch, you ain't get in. Like that's how like I felt senior year. Like when everybody was like posting their college acceptances, like everybody was turning their college acceptances into our teacher, and I had like 60 acceptances, and I didn't turn none of them in because I was waiting on that Harvard one. I was like, when I get this Harvard one, I'm gonna blow it up. 11 by 17, it's gonna be the biggest one. Like everybody gonna know. And I wanted to get in for the wrong reasons too. Like some of them might have been a little cool, but most of the reasons was wrong. And I learned a lot from the way I sold myself, the way I marketed myself. Like looking back, I'm like, yeah, I can see. And like hearing some of their comments on like my application process. But I'm getting off topic. Anyways, low key, it was like a stab to my pride. And then like, so after that, like after I didn't get into Harvard, it was like late in the game. Like, you know, they don't tell you to like end of March, April. So I got like 1 month to pick, and then I basically like had to settle because I didn't like none of my other schools like that. Like, and this shit was just happening with financial aid and stuff like that. So I basically feel like I settled for Notre Dame. Like I remember May 1st, I was crying. Like I do not really want to go there. I never visited, none of that. But they was being nice to me, like writing the hell letter. They courted me. Like they wanted me in, like gotta go where you want it. And like the people who like you, like we all struggle with that, liking people like you. Notre Dame was that dude to be like, can I get a hug? So I ended up settling for Notre Dame, I feel like. And like I just felt inferior. Like Notre Dame, when we looking at compared to like the Ivy Leagues, like they be top 10, top 18. Like they don't be top 3, 5. Like, so I just felt like, damn, like I ain't get into like, I got into like a top school, but it ain't really top tier. Like, you know, they be like top 2 and not 2. I feel like I got into number 2. So I was looking at the stats, and I was like so tied into that and them numbers. And then, yeah, the way I look at the numbers now is like way different too. Thinking about like who's making these decisions and what they basing them off of. But back then, like I ain't know no better, so I was tied into that. But you know, I made my decision, moved in, so I had to make the best of it, whatever. And when I got there, it was low-key cool. I'm like, and then like the day I moved in, my mom had got cancer, so I started feeling like, damn, like you did come here for a reason. Because Notre Dame only 2 hours from home, so I can get on the highway, go home, like I can get picked up quick. And other stuff, like the way I was in my major program, the people I was meeting, like, hey, it might be meant for you to come here, like, because I met some dope people there and stuff like that. I had great opportunities for some stuff. Other stuff, girl, honey, child. But at the beginning, I was like, okay, you know, I can deal with this. Like, I can work with this situation. But then, certain situations, like in friendly conversations during classroom settings, sometimes I start feeling like an imposter, like I don't belong here, like, why do they accept me type stuff. Like, it took some time to start feeling like that, but sometimes I did, like, question, like, me being here, not realizing like, girl, you the shit, you the bomb, you need to be here, you belong here. Like sometimes that was missing me, like. And then like I just was feeling lost, afraid to ask for help, like, cause sometimes I was your girl be struggling, honey. Like if you were in them top schools, you know, like how everybody be like, oh, get a study girl, and it just be sounding good. That do not be happening in prestigious environments, and like not even just academically, like being a Black American in that space, like coming from lower income household, like yeah. And then like I grew up on the rhetoric like get that shit out the mud, do it your own, like. So I was battling that and all that. So yeah, some of this stuff is self-inflicted, like thinking I can't ask for help, I gotta do it on my own, and juggling so much stuff. Like if y'all only knew all the stuff I had going on. But anyways, not asking for help, like people reaching out to me, like the adults in my life, my board members and stuff like that, like people who act as like mentors in my life, like how can I help you, and be like lying, talking about I'm fine, I don't need nothing, really, when I could have put my needs on paper. But that's neither here nor there. I ain't here to beat myself up about it no more. I didn't did it enough. So about what I coulda, shoulda done. I ain't asked for help, y'all. And like later into that semester, like for my first year, it started getting bad. Like, and I was embarrassed to like tell somebody about it. And this is my first time even open up about it. But like, yeah, like the depression like symptoms was getting real. Like, don't want to get out of bed. Like, being hard to get out of bed. Not getting in the shower. Not sitting up on your hygiene. Like, I don't even eat. Like, sisters, they just want to think about me. Like, I only eat once a day. Like, I won't eat. So like that, like this, and I started looking it up. And like, this is like symptoms of depression. But I want to talk to nobody about like one teacher I had like dragged me to the counseling center because I had missing her class. Like missing classes, like was not going to class half the time. Especially like not the 8 a.m.s. Like in the mornings, I just couldn't do the 8 a.m. So my 8 a.m. teacher like made me go to the counseling center. And I'm with that one day, and like I had told my friends about like I went to the counseling center, and it was like me, girl. It was like a whole group of people. And it was like, oh, we went today too. Like it was a coincidence, but then like you would think that it make me want to go some more. Like, oh my god, other people doing it, but stop going. Like we tried to work. Me and the girl, she was cool, but it just I couldn't get with the idea of going to therapy at the time. And then so I was just feeling like the eyeball at Notre Dame, like I ain't belong. It was like cultural differences, a whole bunch of stuff. Like I was just noticing like I might not belong here. Like this ain't my type of tea, my type of party. Cause like certain stuff I just didn't rock with a lot. Like I'll go into detail later in a different video because we'll be here all motherfucking night. But I managed to make it through the semester. Like I failed only one class, and that was this microeconomic class, and that's because I went and asked for help. Like this girl named Zakia, she's so nice, she was in there with me, and this boy, I think this boy named Ellie in there too. Like these people I'm cool with. I asked them for help, and I ended up failing the class, honey. But I managed to make it through the other classes, like B, straight B's, and an F, and then so I had a passing grade in calculus. It wasn't good, but it was passing, like I did. So like, I managed to make it through, and the reason calculus, I passed that with an A in high school, like for college credit. Notre Dame don't be accepting your college credits, and I don't know, I ain't apply myself. I ain't want to do it again. So second semester, I came back that January, like I'm like, oh, I'm ready to handle it now. Like I ain't feeling depressed no more. I went home. Like when I'm at home, you know, chilling, we doing this, like, which we doing a good job now. So second semester, first I was doing cool, got my hair done, feeling it right. I start falling back into like the trap a little bit, like starting not want to get out to bed again, skipping class, But I had certain stuff that would pick me up, like I had this friend, she'd come pull up or something, get me out the room, or certain events, like it was this thing called the Posse Plus retreat, and like that done reinvigorated me. Like I was so hyped for the second semester after that. Like I love that event, girl. If y'all know about Posse, or y'all got Posse Plus and y'all camp, Posse people in y'all campus, and they got a retreat, I need to pull up and go. Like that was one. I remember this vividly, like, cause I was really like hating my time there, but that just made me like it better. So I was looking forward to handling the second semester, and then we got sent home to COVID. Like, yeah. So that's when stuff went downhill. Like when I got sent home and they put us online classes, like I was already going home that week because my mom had breast surgery. She had got her breast removed. And when I went home, like I just was tapped out of it. Like, new classes, them online classes. Like I wasn't even checking my emails. I didn't know what a live sessions was happening. I really was going like, I was talking about, I don't want them to see my background because these kids had like beach views and stuff. I just was worried about all the wrong stuff. So like, we had pass fail. So I had made it through. I had pushed through that. Like, you have to just pass and get these P's, or get these not pass. We had pass for no credit, or get this no credits. So I had like a 3.5, which was like a big improvement from what I came from. But pass no credit saved me, like, for real. Y'all just know we could pick which classes we want. It was so yeah, it was hard to notice then because I had got through it. Looked like I was made a major improvement because of that. But I was just hating my classes. Like, I was studying business and I wanted to change my major because the classes I was doing good in was not like the business classes. Like, I didn't take that many of them, but the ones I did take, like, I just didn't like them. Like micro, like I just kept failing that. I felt that again the second semester. I hated microeconomics. Like, it's gonna be I passed the third time, but would it be? It would a good grade because. But I just didn't understand it. I just hated the teachers. I just hated the whole thing about micro. But I kept talking about like I'm gonna change my major, but I had this idea like Notre Dame's known for business. I need to push through this business. Like, it was just, I'm built for this, and I do business in real life. Like, if you know me, you know I do a lot. I got a lot of business endeavors, but something about studying it at that school just wasn't working for me. Like, the professors, I just wasn't connecting with the information the way it was being taught. Tapped out, hated it. But I really had this idea, like, I need to study business in Notre Dame business test. Like, no other Notre Dame degree is gonna matter. I need this business degree type idea. And I know that's inaccurate for, like, I've been seeing other people who be successful without it, but it's like being bought into this idea of success that everybody else got, because when people hear Notre Dame business, they're like, oh, so like that just gas you up to want to finish it, even though if you know me, your girl can eat some humanity classes all day, and I want to be an educator. So that was the funniest thing, like, girl, why you studying business? Because how that's even gonna apply to like a high school classroom or whatever. But I had like a plan to make it work. And I learned to love like marketing. Like, I do love marketing, but the other stuff, the accounting, finance, economics, baby, hire somebody. Like, that's what you do in business. You hire somebody for that stuff and get you a CFO, CPA, and all that. I'm not your girl for that. Like, accounting, finance, finance. So yeah, pass fail saved me that summer. Like, I kept telling them, I was complaining so much about how I hate the school. I hated everything about it. I had signed up. I had got nominated for all these like black organization boards and stuff, and I was hopeful like we can change some of this stuff I don't like. Cause like the first step is telling people why you don't like. Cause I complain, let people know I don't like this. But I was like so happy to get back and do this stuff. But it was COVID, so that second semester I came back. I was really unprepared with returning. Like, I thought I wouldn't even check my emails. Like, summer passed, and I just went back. Like, so I was checked out. Classes, events, stuff. I really was going to stuff. Like, you did not see me during that COVID semester. Like, I stayed in my dorm the whole time. Like, I go to the dining hall, go to a couple online classes, or go to some in person if they was. But I be missing some too because I was missing some. Like, I messed my schedule up. I told you I don't like them business. The reason I said that is because my schedule was all business class. Like, I didn't take nothing else but business. I had accounting, finance, business ethics, business law, and something else. Like, I hated my schedule. It was horrible. But so I really just started getting checked out. Like, when I be struggling, I don't be asking for help and stuff, and I be getting irritated and I'm falling behind. You thinking you only miss one class and now you're a week behind, stuff like that. Like, it was crazy. So sometimes I would ask for help. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I need this. Like, email my teacher, like, I need a tutor or something like that. My accounting professor, he was like, oh, well, you gotta go find you one type of stuff. Like, he ain't got no resources. It was just crazy. Or I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to counseling this week. Like, I'm gonna go try it, talk to somebody about how I'm feeling. But then I'll sign up for the stuff and don't show or something like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I just want to, like, it's easier said than done. Like, thought of getting help, because I really did want some help. But then, like, something about, like, actually getting help. Like, my mom would just tell me, like, you gotta get through that yourself. Like, or that's embarrassing. Don't tell nobody, So then, it came to like almost the end of the semester, and my advisor was emailing me, we need to talk to you, And on a call, they was like, it was a Thursday. I never forget the Thursday, because the Friday was the deadline to take a leave. And she was like, I had a meeting with her before, and it just wasn't productive. Like, I just felt like she was playing me like the dumb black girl who really didn't deserve to be here, or ain't smart enough, can't hang here. Like, the way she was talking to me, so I didn't like the way that she was talking to me. So I really was checked out. So then she got her supervisor on there, and he was like, basically, this the last day to take the mental health leave. Because, I mean, tomorrow's the last day to take a mental health leave, and we think you really need one because, like, the signs that we've been seeing, and the stuff you say when you talk to us. So I was like, oh, no, I'm gonna push through. Like, I can make it through these last month, I'm gonna talk to all my professors, Like, the fact to take a mental health leave, just like, I was in denial about it, first of all. I ain't never wrong with my mental health, But then I was scared or ashamed of, like, I told you, like, that whole trope of being a black kid, like, I just feel like I had to represent the whole black culture, and it just look bad on my people if, like, I feel like I here, like, be one of them numbers, like, they be saying black kids get in, but they don't make it out of them schools and all the numbers, stuff like that. So I was like, nah. And that didn't out. That backfired for me. Because I thought I can, like, handle it. But if you know how, like, college grades work, if you check your syllabus, like, the percent, it's like, them assignments in the beginning be mattering. Like, them little points, the percentages be mattering what you got on them. I told you, like, I was skipping class stuff. Like, y'all wasn't even getting attendance points like that. So, I ended up flunking out. Like, I got dismissed from the university for academic something. Whatever it's called when you flunk out of college. I basically flunked out of college. Then my world came crashing down. Like, this smart motherfucker, like, you praise yourself in that, And it's embarrassing because you literally, it was embarrassing for me because I got the Champion Project, and, like, all my life, well, not all my life, for the last couple of years, all I've been talking about is helping kids get into college, and I love that. That's my passion, like, helping kids, or black and brown teens, like, succeed and achieve their goals, academic, entrepreneur, all that. Like, I'm just all about that. But heavily on the academic side, because that's what we do. And the fact that I was so caught up in helping other people and stuff like that, but I wouldn't even help myself. Like, it's something about, I love helping other people. When it comes to helping myself the same way I help other people, I just wasn't applying that same pressure. And, like, I was really, like, dealing with the consequences of that. Because I'd be quick to tell somebody else, go to office hours, go get you some, go to therapy, go to the counseling, or go get you some tutoring, find some study group. But, like, I just wasn't applying that for myself. So I ended up fucking out. And, like, I had to call my mama and tell her that and stuff like that. Like, I was so embarrassed about that. Because I'm lying to them at home, like, oh, we good, we thugging it out here, we, doing it. They think I'm going to work in class and all that. And really, in my bed, crying, ain't got in the shower in 2 to 3 days, ain't ate nothing. Depressed, like, I don't even know the depression. I'm not gonna say depression. I say depression like symptoms because I haven't been diagnosed with no depression. So I don't want to just be out here lying to y'all. But yeah, so it was too late to catch on my work. I was trying to, and, like, I was getting up and trying to do it, but some days I'll slip off or something. It was just wasn't working. So I was thinking, like, oh, okay, it's a pandemic. Give me some pandemic sympathy. So I went through this whole, like, process of, like, they gave you, like, all these rules, what you gotta do to come back. Because it wasn't like I was kicked out and couldn't come back. Like, they was like, you gotta go see a therapist, take classes at another school, and do good in them, and then something, like, do a whole essay, all this stuff, and tell us, like, what you learned and why you need to come back, So I was tired of school. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I told you I wasn't going anyway. And, like, I got put out in November, and the semester started in January, so I'm, like, going to another school. I don't know, I put out in December, the school started, or November, December. I forgot how the COVID semester went. I think it was, like, end of November or December, middle of December. It was mid-December. It was December or something. I got the letter. It was December. So I'm like, give me a couple weeks. When they got Christmas break and all that to go find a school to go to. And community college and stuff, you gotta pay cash, not have no money. So I was like, I'm gonna take me a break, a semester break. And I had talked to the advisor because I was like, I'm gonna change my major from business. I can't do business at Notre Dame. Like, I just didn't like it. I hated it. And I'll tell y'all stories on that later too, because that's a whole nother reason why I didn't like it. But I had met with the dean of arts and letters, and he was like, oh yeah, we're not requiring students to take classes because of the COVID situation. So I thought I had it all mapped up. Like, I talked to him, and then for the therapy part, I was pushing it off, procrastinating, and I was gonna go because I needed to go to reply. But part of me didn't know if I still wanted to go there. I was looking at other schools too. But so I was applying to other schools, chilling, working on my sister's group home, staying with her. And then I knew I needed to do the therapy, like, but I waited till like the week of the application being due and went to like online therapy at Betterment. And the lady ended up working in Notre Dame. Funny enough, we connected on that. And she was like already familiar with the process, and I was telling her like everything I had did during my semester leave, and she gave me the approval, did the paperwork for me, and I applied. And when I applied, I did not get accepted because they was like, you ain't follow directions, you ain't go to school. And I was like, he told me I had to go da. And they was like, well, you got to be accepted by us in the business school first, so we don't want to put you out, and then you can transfer over. Like, you can't just apply straight to the, you got to apply to the one to put you out, basically. So, I was kind of mad about that at first, because I'm like, because part of me still want to go back, and like, because I'm like, damn, I got this idea in my head, like, you need to finish there, like, finish what you started, go back, go back to the people, and stuff like that. But like, people around me was like, you were not happy there. Like, why you want to go back somewhere you say it was so traumatic and like so much abuse you went through there at school? Why do you want to go back? But like, I don't know, I still got this attachment to it. Like, even sometimes, like, even when I'm at this new school, like, I be thinking like, damn, I want to go back and do this shit differently sometime. Like, you know, I'm just always gonna have that in my head. So like, yeah, I'm still gonna visit them and everything. Because you just don't know how much you like something or appreciate something or miss it till it's gone. And some of that shit was like really was my fault. So yeah, your girl wanna try it again. So yeah, basically I'm over here prolonging the story, looking at these notes. It was a whole bunch of fear, hopelessness, like second guessing my worth, imposter syndrome, distracting myself from my problems with social media, like just scrolling on my phone all day, and helping others chase their dreams while overlooking my own, or like making excuses or getting up one day like, okay, I'm gonna do it today. Like, I'm going to class, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, working on all this and all that stuff. And then overwhelming myself, like feeling overwhelmed and saying, fuck it, go to sleep. Like, and that's just the honest truth. Like, so all them signs I named, like if you see that in yourself, or like if you got a friend, because my friends like really didn't know this, like I'm a laughing goofy person. Like, I pull up and cracking up whole time, like going through stuff. I can get on the call, fake it on the Zoom. Like, people calling my phone, FaceTime and stuff, and like really faking it. Like, my sister was calling me every day because she was both going through stuff at the same time. And then she was like, Linda, when last time you went to school? Like, I don't hear you even talk about school. Like, she's the first person who started noticing something wrong with me. But I lie to her. I still lie to her now. Like, she be asking, girl, I'm good, I'm fine, or hang up, you gotta go. I don't know, it's just something about admitting this, what I'm going through to people that I just can't do. And that's why I'm making this video, because they can watch this. I sent them the link. Tune in to my channel. And I want to open up with y'all because I know it's other people just like this. Like, I seen a tweet the other day on Twitter, and it had like 2,000 retweets about something about me be silent, think I'm gonna fight this myself or something like that. I'm like, dang, yeah, I really going through this. And people was liking it after I retweeted it. So yeah, that's the type of cry for help I do. You better check my Twitter if you want to know what's wrong. But yeah, so this video, what, might be 30 minutes. So what's next? I hope y'all learn from my mistakes, gain the strength, courage, etc. to be real and vulnerable, from hearing me tell my story, because this is all a part of my story. Like, damn, I never thought this was in the cards for me, but boy, like when I tell my championship story, because I know my last name Champion, and I'll be like, my whole life story is gonna be a championship story, because I'm gonna win in the end. Like, I'm about to take this situation I got right now and flip this shit into some, what, just this way. Like, it ain't over for the dog. But yeah, I hope that y'all feel comfortable or get the strength and the courage to tell the low parts of life, because everybody see you winning. Like, when there's some big stuff in our life, I win an award or something, get some money or something, I'm posting it. Like, we be so quick to post the wins, but boy, before you get some wins, you gotta take a couple losses. I remember, nigga. How could I ever forget? Yeah, I'm going to Rod Wave concert, and I love him. But so my little tips, because I just told y'all my story, and I'm learning, well, I'm giving y'all this advice because I just told y'all how stubborn I be with taking my own advice. But like, get some family and friends who support you and don't make you feel crazy or like a burden, because it's one part of me. Like, my friends in Notre Dame, especially that I seen them doing their own mental battles, like mental health battles. And some of them really loan me the strength to even make this video, because I be seeing them fight and like open up about it, but I be like, oh, they going through their own shit, I can't put that on them, or they gonna think I'm crazy because they don't got nothing going on. Like, people don't understand how mental illnesses work, or even if I got one, I know I got like some of the symptoms, but like people don't understand that, like how your brain be rewired for mental illness and trauma, stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't want to put that on them. And my family, like I told you, I'm in this with my family. They going through their own stuff. My mom got cancer stuff. I'm about to call her and be like, oh, your daughter is depressed and ain't going to school. Like, girl, the least I can do is hold my part. That's how I was thinking about it. So I would try to reach out and find out some family and friends who support you through this. I ain't found none yet, so I don't know how. But what I will say is I seen the Real Depression Project on Instagram. They got this letter called the Depression Letter, and it's like a whole template of how you can tell your family like what you're going through and how you need support. And I seen it, it was real good. I'm gonna link it in the description box because I was like, dang, I need to use this. I ain't tried it on my family and friends yet to even know how they gonna support, but one thing I will do if I don't feel supported by my family, I just unfollow or block them and just stop talking to them. And I do not recommend that because like we too grown. Tell them people what you need. I'll be mad at them, like F them. And one of my other sisters called me out on that. But yeah. If you talk therapy type, I love to talk. Like, this is so therapeutic for me. I'm so happy to get this. Like, that's like a burden but lift off of me because I've been feeling this in, holding it in for so long, and then talk stuff. Seek therapy and talk to somebody. Like, I know you can't just be dumping all your stuff on your friends and asking them if they got the capacity for it, but talk therapy might be great for you. Ask for help from whoever you need, whether it's academic, spiritual, financial, anything. Like, ask for help. Like, I'm quick to go buy a course or join the program if I need to learn something for like my business or something. But like your personal life, that's something that's needed. Like, ask for help in your personal life. And just take it day by day, but do what you can. Like, your top 3 method. Like, you don't gotta have this long. I hate this so much. Everybody's telling you these long morning routines, these school study schedules and all that. Do what you can do. If you can only do 1 assignment today, you only can get out and brush your teeth once today, you only can go do a little wash up, bird bath, you only can eat 1 meal today, do it. Like, just do what you can. But we still in the pandemic. We don't know where Corona going. And like, this is hard. And capitalism be telling you gotta do all this stuff. But baby, rest. It's okay. Do what you can. Like, so yeah, that was my thing. The therapy I talked about earlier was betterment. And so far, like, I'm probably gonna go back and use that too. Because that online therapy, you can text and video chat and all that to your therapist anytime you want. But they is on a little pricier side if you low income college student. Like $200-$300, $250, $300, something like that, $400. They got financial aid, but the financial aid make it like $250. They just send me the financial aid. So if you got free stuff on campus, you'll go. One thing I Notre Dame I can tell myself is I don't want a white therapist. I don't want no person that's not black. And Notre Dame didn't have nobody black at the time. Like, they just got somebody now, I think, but the first day they had nobody black. So I was like, I ain't talking to no white person about my problems. And yeah, Betterment gave me a white person too. So I'm like, now I go to this HBCU. I think they got some black people in there. I signed up, but I ain't heard back from them. So I need to call them or pull up. But my last thing, be honest with the people in your life instead of go somewhere normal. I know how hard it can be, because it's like, why don't you see I'm struggling? Like, you sit here with me all the time, you talk to me every day, you don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. So be looking forward to more content from me as I show up and manage my mental health while keeping all the promises I made for myself to go after what I want, financially, business, all that. So yeah, your girls did it. Like, I'm proud of myself right now. I'm about to become a whole content creator, influencer, businesswoman, all that. And yeah, I just can't wait, because y'all, like, I got so many video ideas on this iPad, because I really been thinking about this for months and months and months. And I'm like, today I gotta finally do it. And I found a video editor. So when I get overwhelmed, I can't edit these videos, I can have her do it. But I'm gonna let y'all go after this. Give me some video ideas in the comments. Like, this one was kind of dry probably because I just took a lot to get off my chest. But like, give me some ideas of what y'all want to see. Now that I'm a fit student, what is it like in my consulting business? How I've been making, I made 5 figures so far. So like that, like any business content y'all want to see, any student content y'all want to see, any more personal stories y'all want to hear from me, because honey, I'm an open book. I'm gonna tell y'all. And like, I felt like a fraud for not telling y'all what I was going through. So let me, that ain't sponsored. So yeah, like anything, I'm gonna be open to telling y'all. And What else? Oh, I ain't tell y'all. Oh yeah, y'all probably been seeing me post like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna drop this, I'm gonna do this, I'm writing my book, everything. And when I get overwhelmed or start feeling like I'm imposter, like I told myself, oh, you too young to write a book, you ain't no expert in this. How you gonna write about something you still struggling with? Because I was telling my story, like some of the story in my book, and then I just start overwhelmed, and I ghosted my ghostwriter after paying her, and just didn't email her back. And I'm gonna plan on working on that because I do got a whole plan for that because I feel so fucking bad for that. Like, oh my god, I hope she understand what I was going through with my mental health. But yeah, another tip: go repair those relationships you messed up because you was going through something. Like, I plan on doing that over the course of some weeks, months, however long it takes me, but telling people like that wasn't right, even though I was dealing with something, like the way I treated you was not right. And see if you can be in those relationships. Some of them you might lose because people ain't dealing with my shit. And that's okay, like, but some of them will be happy later after. And for real, I'm gonna go because I keep talking and keep thinking of stuff to say. That's my puff. Your girl did that. Thanks for tuning in to Life of a Champion.